welcome to Medical Dialogues, your daily dose of health and medical news. I am Dr. Nandita Mohan and here are today's reports. Dietary flavonols may help burn excess fat by enhancing the browning of fat. In cold conditions, brown adipose tissue or brown fat usually generates heat to keep the body warm. Compared with white adipose tissue, brown tissue has more mitochondria subcellular organelles that are associated with energy production, which allows it to burn the calories, thereby producing heat. In a new study published in the journal Nutrients, the team has proved that flavonols enhance the browning of adipose tissue by activating the sympathetic nervous system. The findings revealed a direct correlation between fat browning and flavonols consumption, which could help researchers develop new treatments for obesity-related diseases. Bariatric surgery helps reduce hepatic steatosis in type 2 diabetes patients. Hepatic steatosis is a condition where the intrahepatic fat consists of at least 5% of the liver weight. Now, simple accumulation of triacylglycerols in the liver could be hepatoprotective. However, prolonged hepatic lipid storage may lead to liver metabolic dysfunction, inflammation, and advanced forms of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Now, non-alcoholic hepatic steatosis is associated with obesity, type 2 diabetes, and even dyslipidemia. A recent study published in the Annals of Internal Medicine has found that Roux-en-Y gastric bypass as well as the sleeve gastrectomy were both extremely successful in decreasing hepatic steatosis with an utmost full clearance of liver fat 1 year after surgery. In the near term, bariatric surgery had less of an effect on the degree of fibrosis, but long-term progression still needs to be assessed. Wearing removable dentures tied to pneumonia risk in older adults. Older adults are more prone to pneumonia, a very common respiratory infection. About 1 million older adults are hospitalized per year for community-acquired pneumonia. A recent study in the JDR Clinical and Transitional Research has found that wearing removable dentures is a risk predictor for pneumonia incidence among older adults. A total of approximately 2,000 patients were included, with 50.29% in the denture-wearing group and 49.7% in the non-denture-wearing group. The authors concluded that although the current study does not imply a causal relationship between denture-wearing and pneumonia, clinicians and older patients could consider the occurrence of pneumonia when choosing dental prosthesis to restore their missing teeth. Rapid cooling anesthesia device effective for achieving local anesthesia for intravitreal injection. Intravitreal injections have become the most common procedure performed by retina specialists these days. A number of studies have demonstrated that patients can have a significant level of anxiety and discomfort during intravitreal injections. Factors which influence the choice of anesthesia by the retina specialists include either patient satisfaction, procedure workflow and efficiency, and even cost. An alternative method of anesthesia that is well tolerated by patients and has a rapid onset of action may improve both the patient experience as well as clinical workflow. The first human clinical study in clinical ophthalmology evaluated the safety of a clinical-grade precision cooling device that was evaluated across multiple treatment regimens. The cooling anesthesia used in the current study was found to be safe and well tolerated for patients receiving intravitreal injections as standard of care management for their retinal disease. Overactive bladder linked to increased falling risk in older adults. Urinary incontinence means an individual is unable to control their bladder and it leaks by an accident. While it may happen to anyone, urinary incontinence is more common in older people, especially in women. Falls are the leading cause of accidental death in seniors, and many people don't know that having a bladder control problem makes you about twice as likely to fall over. A team from the University of Alberta focused on aging Albertans and found that urinary incontinence could be a contributing factor in falls among older adults. The study was published in the journal PLOS One. One treatment avenue is using either medications to treat such overactive bladders, but another approach that may show promise is either using physiotherapy as well as special training to reduce such incontinence. That's all for today. I shall see you tomorrow.
Never miss a medical update from Medical Dialogues. Like, subscribe, and press the bell icon.